Hello everyone, my name is Elijah Choi, and today I will show you a demo of DNS exfiltration, which can be exfiltrated data or exfiltrate a very important file through DNS. So first of all, let me introduce about the concept DNS security with Infoblox. So DNS exfiltration. So what is DNS exfiltration, by the way? First, data can be exfiltrated by DNS. Generally, if we say data can be exfiltrated, can be maybe through HTTP or HTTPS or FTP, whatever. But some data, not some data, maybe most of the data also can be exfiltrated by DNS. And uh, DNS should be opened in every company. Why? In order to communicate with outside, in order to use your internet, you have to use DNS, right? If you don't have DNS, you cannot search Google. If you don't have DNS, you cannot use email. If you don't have DNS, then you cannot use internet for sure. Okay? That's why DNS is really important. That's why every company or enterprise should open their DNS port 53. This is very important point. No one block port 53. And this can be the attack point of DNS exfiltration. The exfiltrated data is divided to many pieces and queried to hackers' DNS server. So I will show you this concept later. And hacker can also recombine the queries to a complete file. And hacker can see what victim has. Any format can be exfiltrated. What this mean? You see this slide. Okay, suppose that there is a file which contain this text: credit card, okay, 111 222 3333 4444, and password is like this. And when hacker use DNS exfiltration, hacker will encode this text or some file into a code. Like I use base 64, and maybe it will be encoded like this: base 64. And hacker will divide this encoded data, encoded text, into many pieces, and in the final he use ns1.example.com, or maybe this can be ns1.hacker.com, ns1.hacker.com, ns1.hacker.com. Mm-hmm. This is how hacker use the DNS. So if hacker has hacker.com, this domain, so ns1.hacker.com can be hacker's DNS server, hacker's name server. So if we put something like this, okay, ns lookup, you know ns lookup, right? And if we search google.com, then it will give us the answer: 172.217.25.174. And if we search news, let's say news.google.com, then it will respond us the different IP address, right? Just like this. Hacker divide this very important file into many pieces, because DNS have its own files size. File size cannot exceed which terabyte? Not terabyte. Sorry, which maybe kilobyte, something like that. So he divided to many pieces and query like this. Okay, suppose that we just copy this and we send it to google.com. It say we cannot find it, non-existent domain. However, when we query like this, then Google's administration of DNS administrator can see this query that I queried like this. Google.com can see what I have queried, and this google.com's administrator can give me answer: oh, there's no such domain. All right, I also can query with this: ns1.google.com, right? It's still non-existent domain, but administrator of google.com can also see this query. You understand? Then let's change it to hacker. So I divided this encoded file like this 4, and if in the final I add ns1.hacker.com, which is hacker's name server, then this query will be sent to hacker's DNS server, right? And hacker can see this very small piece of encoded text, and if these texts are supposed at 100, and this suppose that this credit card information can be divided to 100 of encoded base 64, then if hacker receive all of this text, all of these queries from his name server, and he just remove the final thing, this one, this one, this one, and this one, then he will get only base 64 encoded text, right? Then he will recombine this text like this again, right? He can recombine this. He just have to remove this thing. And after that, when he decode base 64, then he will get the final contents of this. So I will show you with the example. Okay, let's see. So before we have text, let me deinstall this. Okay, and I tell you there is an NGAV and EDR is installed here, and I also have firewall, FortiGate firewall here. And I tell you this is that even though there's EDR and firewall, they cannot detect what DNS is doing. So that's why we have to use DNS focused security. Okay, so let's see what I have. NS lookup. Okay, I use this internal DNS, internal DNS, and okay, this is victim's PC, and I will go to ns1.cmtcbs.shop. This is the website that I have created. Oh, sorry. Why it shows like this? Oh, sorry, not ns1. Sorry. Okay, cmtcbs.shop. Okay, see, welcome to Infoblox test smoke hacking server. Hello, my name is Elijah Choi, and I specialize in Infoblox. Blah 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 blah. The file below is an example of file written for DNS exfiltration. If you download the secret JPEG file to your desktop and send it through PowerShell using provided code, it will be directed to the ns1.cbs.shop domain, and your file will be exfiltrated to the administrators of cmtcbs.shop. Okay, so let's download the file. Okay, here it is. Hi there, do you want to activate Windows Office 365? Then you can turn on your PowerShell with admin authority and paste the code below. Okay, so a victim who is very pure or innocent, there is an activation of Office 365 in free. Then I have just copied this and just paste it to the PowerShell. Right? And before this victim is sent to there, the hacker should always open his 53 port, right? And he will do with TCP dump to listen to 53 port what he has received, and he will save it to exfil.txt. You see, there's no file, it's called exfil.txt. And let's begin. Okay, now hacker is listening what kind of domains is coming into here, and Let's see. Oh, I want to activate the window. Oh, sorry. Activate the window. So this victim innocently just put this to PowerShell. Okay. Oh, there's a many things ns1.cbs.shop, right? You see there are many exfiltrated, no, encoded base 64 format is sending to hacker server now. Wow, this is hacker server, okay? This is Kali Linux. And oh, there are many uh, kind of files are sent it to hacker server now. And maybe this person will think, oh, the process will take around 5 minutes. If you see many tasks, just leave it until it finish. Remember, do not turn off or cancel the PowerShell. Yeah, and these victims maybe think, oh, maybe it's activating something. Yeah, I know that there's not that stupid person to do like this, but suppose if this process is running in the background, right? Then the victim doesn't know. All right. So there are 1,509 packets sent. Okay, and this hacker now received his file. Okay. See, there is called exfil.txt file. Oh, you receive so many domain, so many queries like this. Oh, this query and that query. But just with this text, hacker doesn't know, right? So this hacker will, all right, yeah. So this hacker will decode this encoded file, and he will remove ns1.cbs.shop, and he will remove all of these things, and he will just leave this one only, and he will recombine it to a secret.jpg. Let's get it. And what is secret.jpg? Is a file that this victim had secret. Okay, so let me show you a magic. There is no JPG file, only ransomware. Okay, I'll delete this. There's no JPG file here, right? And now there's secret.jpg that that hacker has created. If we see this, see, the file is completely exposed by hacker. And even I installed EDR here. Maybe NDR can detect, but many NDRs also cannot detect the attacks through DNS. Why? Because NDR doesn't focus DNS only, right? So, what is this? What this demo or exfiltration proof? That hacker can also attack with DNS, and your file can be exfiltrated through DNS. All right. Okay. In order to show you again, I will show you again. All right. I will show you again. In order for your understanding, we'll remove the cache here, and the hacker do it again. Okay, again. So hacker would receive many text files or TXT record. So for hacker, why this process can be detected as normal or no problem? Because this client is querying to DNS server. So just have query to DNS server has no any problem actually. But hacker use this point to exfiltrate the data. Yeah, this is very dangerous. And suppose if you are the administrator of a big enterprise, and if you click one thing and hacker will exfiltrate your very important data through DNS, then yeah, you will be fired for sure. So this can have so DNS exfiltration have very big risk. Alright, send again. And hacker, receive all of the file. Oh, okay, I received it. And if hacker, recombine again. And let's get back to here. You have exfil.txt and secret.jpg. You still have the file, right? Very dangerous. Okay, and suppose, and this is how DNS exfiltration is working. And let me install Infoblox product. How Infoblox is blocking. Let's see. And in order to check it, okay, not yet. CMD DNS lookup. All right, there it is. Okay, now Blocks1 endpoint is protecting the DNS and this victim. And let me configure this first. Remove the cache first and csp.infoblox.com. All right, so we go to the Blocks1 Infoblox, and let me see where's endpoint I have installed. So this is the PC that I have installed, the Blocks1 endpoint, and it is in active status, and it's in endpoint group where it is. All right, all Blocks1 endpoint by default. And I will go to policy, and I will set the policy, default global policy here. And if I say data exfiltration block and notional data exfiltration block. All right, so security policy is updated. So let me show you again. So hacker open 53 again, and if this victim has Infoblox and this person, so sadly he put the malicious partial code again. All right, enter. All right, so you see there's exfiltrated data, but you see that this is hacker side. Nothing is shown like this, right? Nothing is shown. In client side, this text is for your understanding. Is let you see that file is exfiltrated like this, but in hacker side, nothing happened. Why? Because Infoblox is blocking it. So after this is finished, I will show you. Right. Even though in client side I say that your data is filtrated, but this is only showing on this terminal, right? In fact, or actually, this data is not exfiltrated because this is blocked by Infoblox. So in hacker side, nothing, no any response to here, right? Let's see. Okay, segment send, same, but hacker side, no, zero packet captured, right? Zero packet. You cannot get any packets here. Even though you go and come back, you see exfiltrate txt, no, nothing. Hacker cannot exfiltrate the data. For sure. And if we can move to reports, DNS activity. Oh, you see there are many. Oh, so many events here. Okay, see? This query was detected by Infoblox even though it's uncategorized, but if you go to the security activity, then wow, you used notional data exfiltration and thread insight. Notional data exfiltration and indicator was ns1.cmtcps.shop. This one is the hacker, and you can see the query as well. And you also can see the device name which was tried to be exfiltrated. So after you install the infoblox, no data is exfiltrated. You see, this is very important point. In order for your understanding, I will deinstall Blox One endpoint again, and I will show you one more time if we don't have infoblox, right? If we don't have infoblox, hacker, we open a file, and this victim will put PowerShell again. Right, you go. You see, after I deinstall, hacker can receive many DNS queries, but with infoblox Blox One, hacker cannot receive any query. How amazing is infoblox? You could see with this. And I tell you, maybe the enterprises or the companies have many, maybe more than 20 of security products. They have firewall, they have EDR, they have NDR, or whatever. They have SIEM and they have SOAR, or whatever. They have many things, even antivirus or whatever, XDR, whatever. But I will tell you, does that enterprise or does that company is secure with DNS? I am not sure. Yeah, I am not sure. I tell you, Infoblox is the top of DNS, DHCP, and IPAM, IP address management. Infoblox is the top of these three features, and I tell you, with Infoblox, you could make non-stopping internet. And I suggest you to prove how your company is safety with Infoblox. Thank you.